Hi, everyone. I'm Lexi,
And this is Michelle.
and you're listening to Book to the Couch.
Grab a snack, get cozy, and meet us on the couch.
So, today we have a bit of a fun episode. Not that the others aren't fun, but this one is like super fun.
Yes. We're going to be playing a little bit of a game. We're going to be doing a build your own book or build your own book boyfriend or book romance. We're basically making our dream romance summary.
Like, if we wrote a book, this is
would be-
exactly what it would be about.
This would be what it is. 100%. One of these days, we might write a book together.
Who knows?
You never
We
know.
might be like Christina Lauren. It'd be Lex Michelle.
We'll come up with some fun name.
So, we're just gonna like go off the top of our heads of what our dream
go with the
book would
vibe.
be like and
Go over a
help
little
each
bit of
other,
our
I
tropes.
guess.
Like we have some tropes that we like, of course, like our favorite tropes. It might not necessarily be very summary, but we're just gonna kind of over encompass, like try and keep it within the summer vibes.
And I think we are gonna do this once in a while.
Once
just
every
to-
season, just to kind of give you a variety of like what our dream romance would be. Like if we could write specifically like a winter one, like a Christmas one, what kind of Christmas one would we write?
Or a dark romance for,
I got some
the
dark
fall
romance
months.
ideas. I got some dark ones, got dark thoughts.
But yeah, so
Would you like me to go over what my dream
Yes,
romance would be
please.
first?
You go first, 'cause I don't
I've
have
been thinking
any
about this
idea.
for days, and I already came up with an idea. If I had like my dream, like to write one, I would write a vacation one, specifically a road trip one, because I love that forced proximity, but also their childhood best friends, they stopped being friends for whatever reason. Like one of them moved away and now they're being forced to go on this road trip with each other, and they're going far. Like I'm talking cross country. They're going from East Coast to West Coast. They come across one hotel that has one room available and one bed. That one bed is necessary. They have the option of like a pull-out couch, but that pull-out couch is disgusting looking, so he sleeps on the floor. But she's like, no, you can sleep in the bed, but just stay on your side. I'm gonna build a pellet line. That pellet line gets breached every time.
Every single time.
But that's like the basics. That's if I could write one, it would 100% be a road trip one with one bed, like the whole forced proximity and like fun banter. Like I want the main character to have like essentially like German Shepherd but golden retriever energy. A golden doodle like energy, kind of like
Golden Doodle, yeah.
excited, hyper, always down for the ride, but like a little bit dark, a little messed up in the head. We'll
just a
snap at the
little.
like minor inconvenience. Just I need it. Like a little bit dark, but a little bit funny. I need it mostly to be funny. It would definitely 100% be a rom com. If I wrote one, it would be
Yeah.
a rom com. 100%.
Yeah.
Like there'd be so many like different antics. Like they would be stopping at the weirdest things. I would research the weirdest attractions like across country. Like they would be going to see like the world's biggest stick of butter or some crap. Like dumb things like that. Like I want it to be funny, hilarious. There'll be fun, quirky characters along the way. They keep bumping into this random like trucker guy who's also driving across the country, but they don't know how they keep ending up in the same location as him. They just conveniently do.
I'd read the shit out of
But,
this
like,
book, by the way.
He's just like a fun, quirky character, a little weird, a little odd, but you know, like he essentially becomes your guys' adopted dad on the trip because he gives you pointers and he helps give you advice when, you know, that eventual like little bit tick in the road. You're about to get like to the romance part, but something happens. You realize, like, you start thinking about the past, and he comes in with that advice, like, "No, you love her," or "No, you love him." Like, look, you're on a cross country road trip and you haven't murdered him yet. Like, come on, like,
gotta have that banter, the funny banter in there.
But that would be my dream romance right there. I have several of them too. I also have like ideas for like a sports one because, of course, I do, and a cowboy one.
Okay, so actually I have never told anybody this, but I tried writing a book last year. I got the basis outline of it. Now that you mentioned like vacation, actually I have a couple I think that I would do, but this one is just like a romance. Not like a rom-com, but just like a fun like
Contemporary, nice and
like
basic.
tear jerker kind of romance kind of, you know?
Fits into several
Like The
categories.
Notebook. Like yeah.
Across different categories,
Yeah.
but like not in just one.
So, my main character, her sister was getting married, and so they have a destination wedding in Italy. And
Are we about to have a Mamma Mia situation?
and I actually did research on Italy and like all of the places that you can vacation there and like all of the wedding venues. Like I have this whole setup on my computer. I'm gonna have to show you that actually because I went so I did like a deep dive and like I did so much research on it and I did the outline and then I never actually wrote anything. And
We're gonna have to seriously write a book together.
Yeah, so
We'll start with yours because you already have the basics I've done for it, all the research. Well, most of the research.
Yeah, so the main character's sister is getting married. They are in Italy and this wasn't in there, but since you said a white shoes, I think I'm gonna throw that in there a little bit. So her mom has a best friend, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so the mom's best friend's kids are the same age, around the same age. So she is also invited to this wedding. The sons come up to Italy and all of that. So I have the main character falling in love with this with her mom's best friend's son because that never mind.
Sons.
I'm not gonna say anything. But
I mean, this is a fantasy. We're dreaming right now.
So that happens and like I had the outline of that, but I think since I can't choose, I never want to choose. I don't know why. I just
One's a cowboy, one's a baseball player, and one's a NASCAR driver. They're all of the summer trope boys.
But I think that I would throw in like a hometown Italian in there that shows her around.
I'm eating it up. I want this.
And
especially if it's white shoes. God.
Yes. So like she has to choose between like, you know, childhood bestie type vibe. And then this new guy who comes in and shows her a whole new world in Italy. So I I think that would be one of mine.
100%. I don't know what it is about like especially like the wedding ones too. I'm usually all for because like the whole like the maid of honor falls in love with the
best man.
Yes,
or something. I love that
and they're
trope.
like enemies or something. They don't get along at first because like they had like their first interaction did not go well, so like they have a bad first impression of each other.
Okay, we need to write this book immediately.
Like but then adding in like a small town vibe because they're in a small town, like oh my gosh, yes, I'm eating it up. I'm loving it. But here's a good question. What makes a dream guy for you? Like, what is your dream guy? I mean, in a book. Again, that is such a broad question because, again, that leads me down the road of like, damn, I don't want to choose. I have so many. Like, I want a lumberjack.
Literally, like, I cannot choose.
Like, I want a cook. I want a chef. Like, I want someone. I need someone who can do it all. But like,
okay, for me.
But I'm also like, I love my short kings. I'm not gonna lie, I really want to like get my hands or write a romance about a shorter guys because I don't feel like they get a lot of love. I feel like most of the romances that I read, they're like the guy was tall,
6'7".
dark, and mysterious. I'm like, no, I need a short king because we are forgetting about the short kings here.
Or medium kings even.
Like I'm
5'11", 6 foot. There's not a lot of those in books, to be honest. I mean, it's like 6'4" and above in
like
most
they're
romances.
always tall. And I mean, I get that, but like
that's not like
sometimes we gotta appreciate our short kings. They're out here really doing the Lord's work.
They are. I'll agree. But I could get down with that. Yeah.
Saying as someone who has a short king, so with love. It's my short king. No one else can have him.
For me, I just think I don't even know, to be honest. Like my perfect book boyfriend would definitely be like if you touch her I'll kill you,
Oh my
but also
god.
like a cinnamon roll golden retriever.
100%. Like, I want them soft and gooey, but also like one look can kill you. Like,
A
you
hard
don't
exterior.
like they look mean as shit and like grumpy, but they're just like the softest person. Like, I'm talking like I also like if I could pick one, I want him to have like some secret like crafty hobby. And I'm not
Yes,
talking
like knitting.
like I want him to be secretly like in his free time, like he's a hardcore biker or some crap, but in his free time he knits sweaters for
Yes!
kittens. Like,
Oh my god,
or
yes.
he knits like baby hats and donates them
to the NICU.
Oh,
Get out, please.
or like he goes to the senior center and he knits with old ladies or
Oh
crafts
my
with old ladies.
God,
Oh my
yes.
god, yes! I need them soft and gooey, but like
panty dropper for real.
Like, I'm telling you, good god, yeah. It isn't. Like, there's been a few where I don't like read romances, and they're like, yeah, no, and he crochets. I'm like, oh, he crochets.
What do you mean?
Oh!
What do you mean? Like, yes,
instant. Like, dang, he's top of the list.
I actually like secret musicians kind of vibe too. Like plays multiple
and you actually
instruments.
end up being like their secret muse somehow. Like, you don't know that you're their muse, but like
they write songs about you all the time and you don't even know it. Like, yeah, yep, I'm eating that sheet up. Sheet? I mean
sheet. That is a fancy way to say shit. We're not gonna cut that out.
I'm eating that sheet up. My brain is not braining today.
It's raining outside after like giving us like a few days of sun, so our brains are just not working today. Like, before recording, we were also making bad jokes like this, so
my gosh,
it's been great.
Yeah, it's been quite a day so far. But yeah, no, I agree. I am like the secret musician, you're his muse type of thing. I love that.
Or I want them secretly nerdy. I'm talking like there's some macho like head honcho CEO like,
but they love
like,
Star Wars.
They're like you go into their apartment, it's immaculate. We're talking minimalist, and then there's a room where he's like, you can't go in there.
The action figures.
And then like you like one day he shows you it and it's nothing but action figures, video games. It's like a whole it's like a dream man cave. You're just like, I didn't know you were into all of this. Oh my god,
that's so
like,
hot.
Your decor outside is like minimalistic line art. It's all black and white outside and it's all colorful and neon in here. I want secretly nerdy.
Me too. Oh my god, I love a nerdy dude.
Same.
Or you don't know that he can bake? Like that trope too.
Oh
like
my gosh,
the whole
yes. And he happened to learn like baking from like his grandmother. So like he has his grandma's recipe cards and like her old and like she's unfortunately passed away, so he inherited like her apron and her cookbook and all of that, and like he secretly bakes with her apron. It's all so sweet.
Oh
and
my
it's
god.
like an old-timey cute little floral ruffle moment, but like
I need that. I'm
imagining him with gray sweatpants, that apron, no shirt.
Oh my god. Hashtag need that so bad.
Hashtag need.
I think I was gonna ask a question, then I forgot. My brain is really not working today. It's okay, guys. It's okay.
It's one of those days.
But
we're just going with the vibe. That's why we're having a nice, fun episode, because we did not have the brain power to really hardcore deep dive into anything today. So we wanted to do something fun and like lighthearted.
Yeah.
So we thought, let's build like our own plot and like dream boyfriends.
What's your dream setting?
Oh,
that's the question I was gonna ask.
Dream setting. Like, where would I want to go? Like, for this to like, if I had to write a book, where would I want it to take place? The South. I'm talking, and I don't mean like city South. I want it rural South. I want it country. Like open roads, hills, and small roads. Like nothing big. Yeah. Not highway driving and like interstates, but I want it small. Like very you're taking all the back roads and seeing all the old cool things. Like,
Yeah.
but like, because like my dream one is a road trip one, if I had to write one that wasn't a road trip one, like a sports one, hmm, it would have to be around, like, it would have to be around North Carolina area, like
Really?
Tennessee. Yeah.
I get that. I
And
get
that's just
that.
because I grew up here, so a lot of
Mhm.
like, I really like it when I'm like the romances when I'm in that area. But I also really enjoy, like, this is why I enjoy cowboy romances, is because a lot of them give me that southern feeling and it kind of makes me feel like I'm home.
I get that, and the thing is, you never know that you miss North Carolina until you're out of North Carolina, or at least the South.
Yeah, you don't realize that you're gonna miss it because yeah, I remember when I was younger, I was so desperate to get out of like Georgia. I was like, I'm so excited, like I can't wait to be out of Georgia. And then like after a few years, I was like, dang, I really miss like
Sweet
Georgia,
tea
like good sweet
and
tea, like
people saying y'all all the time and actually mean it, or bless your heart,
or
like, you
someone
never hear those.
not being bullied for my accent because I had a really heavy like southern drawl and when I was younger, and so I had to like really kind of train my speech to outdo
Yeah.
that. It is still like there in little pieces sometimes when I talk really fast. And sometimes I just, especially since moving back, I've been letting it just loose because, I'm in the South again. I can have that country drawl.
Yeah. Yeah, I have one. I can't hide it. I've never been able to. I went to New York City and they were like, "You are not from around here, are you?" And I was like, "Nope."
No, I'm not.
I'm not. I am not from around here. And they were like, "Yeah, we can tell."
Like, oh, thanks.
Thanks. It's so nice of you.
Like, I really appreciate that.
But like, I can't even imagine how we would sound to Californians. And I have a friend group chat of like people all around the world. They would tell me all the time how they love my accent and stuff like that. And I'm like, y'all, stop. You're gonna make me like
blush.
you're gonna make it come out more.
Like, I'm gonna get all country on you.
But yeah, no, I also really love the South. Like
Same.
I think if I had to choose though, it would definitely be in New York City.
Oh my gosh, like I really do like those
I love New York City. Oh my
like
god.
the city romance ones.
Yeah.
Those
But
really
like
good.
I like the trope of like either one of them living there and knowing the ropes around and showing the other person, or them both being new there
Oh yeah.
and kind of
And they're
like
kind
going
of
along
learning
with
and
it.
exploring together. Or somewhere tropical. Like I
Yeah.
want somewhere tropical. I love the beach. I love
Same.
like warm, sunshiny weather all year round. I'm not going to Florida. I'm not going to move
No.
to Florida. It's expensive.
Costa Rica though, I
That's
could
way
get
too close
down
to
with.
hurricanes. I'm good.
Yeah, we have enough trouble here.
We're pretty inland and we're still kind of getting hit with some weird stuff. But yeah, no, I'm good on like hurricanes. I want to go visit, but I don't want to be close enough that I'm close enough that I can drive a few hours to the beach and I'm good. That's
Yeah.
perfect for me.
I also really like beachy weather, but also I really like the mountains. And
Same.
that's what I love about being here. We have the best of
We're
both
perfect in
worlds.
between. We're like a few hours from the mountains.
Mhm.
We're a few hours from the beach. Like
Yep.
either direction, we're in a perfect, like good spot. Like I will say we're in a really good spot.
Yeah.
Because I also really enjoy like beachy weather, but I also enjoy hiking and going out and camping and all
Same.
of that.
That would be such a cute romance too. I can't wait until we read
Oh my gosh.
those.
The camping ones,
Mhm.
I'm telling you, like Into the Woods was really good. It wasn't super campy, but like they're camp counselors.
I was about to say like a camp counselor vibe. Yes.
Yes. It was so good. But also like a whole camping thing. Like they go on a hiking group, they go on this nature excursion, and they get lost in the woods.
Oh. I would hate that for real, but reading it would be okay.
Like a little suspense. Like they're not that lost in the woods. Like they think they're that lost, but in all actuality, they're like if they just walked like in one direction, they would either hit one road, another road, or a trail, or the group of people. So it's like they're in a weird little like they're not lost per se, but like they're lost.
Okay, so what is
They get lost from the group. Say that.
What's your dream personality? I know that we like went over it just a little bit, but like in depth, what is your dream fictional dude personality? Like a little trauma, little family
I want a
trauma.
grumpy dude. Like just someone I don't necessarily want him to have trauma cuz like I feel like every when I was writing when I was younger, like my little short stories, I was always giving my characters trauma. So like I would want him to not have any trauma just cuz I'm carrying enough baggage as it is, but also in
Yeah.
the same breaststroke like him having a little bit of trauma does help. Like we'll give him a little bit of trauma. Like we're talking like he lost his grandma very young and he was extremely close to her and he's not really close to his parents because they're divorced and he's a child of divorce and you know what and
That's
things
enough
like that.
trauma.
Like a little bit of like trauma like that. I don't want dead parents.
Yeah.
That trope has been used a lot.
A little overused sometimes.
I get it though because it's like the easiest explanation. Like, oh, they're dead.
Yeah.
We don't
That's
want to
your
give
problem.
It's like they're dead. But like I feel like I've seen it a lot, so I don't want to necessarily be like they're dead. But like, no, I want them to like their parents had some issues. They didn't work out together, and unfortunately, like that that unfortunately just did not work out for them. And so like their child is kind of suffering the effects of it a little bit.
Yeah.
But he gets really close to like his grandma, and like his grandma dies when he's really young, so he becomes super closed off and grumpy and like not about it. But he also has like an ex, like his high school sweetheart did him dirty, and like all of this, like a little bit of drama. Like he's got some wacky backstories. That way, you know, in case I am writing it, this ex comes up and just randomly appears and is like, "Hey, trying to start drama." Whatever that drama may be, but you know, something like that. I want him to have a little bit of like grumpiness, but I mean die hard, like you touch her, you die type of vibe,
Yeah.
like overprotective, but like also like no, she lives her own life. I'm just there as backup if she needs me.
Yeah.
Like 100% I really want German Shepherd energy. Scary
Yeah.
looking, but like a big old cinnamon roll on the inside. Like big old softy, big old cuddlebug when he's with his person, but like anyone else, he's like
Yeah.
Jasper stare. 1,000-yard stare.
I think for me, I don't want any family trauma. But like I
was about to say, I just want Emmett. You know what? Better yet, I'm gonna answer your question. I just want Emmett's personality.
Yeah. But like I don't want any family trauma. I read to escape, you know? So
Same.
for me, I would want the problems to be within the characters themselves.
Yeah.
Kind of self-discovery.
Like a little bit of self flaws. Like he grew up an only child, so he's like a little bit
A little bit closed off.
like a little bit selfish.
But
too.
it's
like
their parents have a good relationship. It's not because of the parents.
Yeah.
It's not because anyone's died that's close to him. But I'm sure, I mean, that happens. So like it's fine. But like in all honesty, I don't want to see any trauma. I want the self-discovery within the character and like them helping each other, or the one that has a great life. Like one of them can have a great life.
God, then you really need to get your hands on the Strawberry Pancake House.
And the other one has
or
like,
Strawberry
trauma.
Patch Pancake House, because I'm telling you, he comes across as very intimidating, but he has a lot of like self-reflecting where he's like, oh, I guess I am coming across a little bit mean, or like I'm doing this, and he changes. He self-reflects.
Yes, I love.
He's like, he's like, he is a child of divorce, but both of his parents he has really good relationship with both of them, and like, so like, it's wonderful.
I'm reading like I'm still reading Wild Eyes right now, and it was so refreshing to see that the MMC had a good relationship with his ex, because I love that, because that is
because not every relationship, real life relationship, ends in like uncivilness.
Yeah.
Like a lot of them do, yes, but some of them end just because like you just
don't work out. There's not a particular reason. I mean,
like,
you're
just better off friends. Like,
and I love that trope because it shows that people can actually be like that if they put their if they just work together.
They communicate, have emotional maturity,
exactly,
and they don't feel like everything is like an attack against them. Like
it was so refreshing to read about that because most of the books that we like,
they're always
they're
like
always
they
like
have a bad
the ex
relationship,
is a bitch,
or like they have a bad like relationship with the ex. I'm like, no, I don't want that all the time. Like, yes, sometimes I want it for the drama, but also like sometimes I'm just like, no, I need you to have like a healthy relationship, because like
yeah,
I can't be the main female interest, can't be the only like recipient
yeah.
of
And
your good
see,
behavior.
yeah, the ex was like all for them being together. Like
Oh,
she was a fan of her, and I was like, I love that. And I wish like more books were actually wrote like that because, like, I mean, like you said, it doesn't happen in real life very often, but when it does, it works out perfectly.
yeah,
I mean, it's like it's super beneficial for everyone involved if everyone
exactly.
can just get along like that. So it's really refreshing to read. So I think if I was gonna like, that would be my like dream personalities and characters is like they all get along and like they don't like necessarily have any like back family trauma or anything like that. They just have a lot of like self-discovery and self-reflection within themselves because I mean, I think that's best.
Yeah. Like I want some actual healing. I don't
Yeah.
want just like,
I mean, I don't want like the chaotic like
sometimes we're all about like chaos. Sometimes you want to read
yeah,
chaos, but like
sometimes you want to, and then sometimes you just need to mellow out a little bit. So you need like a good book that's got like multiple layers to it, but
yeah,
not chaotic layers.
like a little bit nice, a little bit of chaoticness. But chaotic not because there's drama and like issues and like trauma they
Like if
have to
there's
deal
too
with.
much drama in a book, I don't want to read it.
I feel like it's always
It's
too
the same
much
things
sometimes.
repeated over and over and over again. So I'm just like, if it's gonna be like that, I don't want to continuously read the same things happening over and over again.
Exactly.
I get bored.
Here's a good question, because I came across one that was a very interesting like idea. You've seen or heard like the old like, I forget when it was made, but Overboard.
Yes, yes.
So
I've watched both actually. I think they have an
new
updated
one,
one and then an old one.
but it was basically taking the premise of that, but it was like a crash land. It's called Crash Landing. I forget who the author is. But basically they're in a plane crash on an island, like shipwrecked or something like that.
Oh my god, wait. That sounds kind of good.
Like a little, especially if you're wanting like something suspenseful, and a little
Mhm.
bit of like they got to work it all out, and
Yeah.
they got to solve this problem together.
I was about to say that would make the
Throw in some
worst
enemies
of
to
I
lovers
was
too.
about to say
Oh my god.
that would like make the worst of myself come out if I was stuck on an island with somebody I don't like.
Oh god, yeah. They would see the bad side of me, and then if they still love me afterwards, you know what? Hey,
We're just
they
meant
saw
to
the
be
worst.
together.
They
They saw
the
me at my
of
worst.
me. They saw me at my worst. They saw me when I didn't have any like electricity or running water. Like,
yeah. Like
that's a lot.
That is a lot.
But I also feel like going through like those big moments too, and like sometimes I like them in romance books, because it's like, okay, this like they're eventually going to have hardships in some shape or form in their lives.
Yeah.
Not necessarily like plane crash esque, but something that's going to happen that feels like a plane crash in your life.
Yeah.
Like you lose a job, or someone gets really sick, or there's a car accident and someone's not
I
able
mean,
to
you
work,
can't go through
or
life just perfectly fine.
like there's going to be something that sometimes I want to read that in a book where they just have a happy ending and everything works out,
Yeah.
because that doesn't always happen in real life.
Yeah, and we read to escape.
You
So
read to escape, and eventually one day maybe write to escape.
yeah. Yeah, we do need to get on a book
Really
together. We have such good ideas. We stem off of each other.
And it would and the benefit is, with two people, at least one of us, when one is not writing, the other one's going to be writing.
True. We can't both be going through writer's block.
I mean, that might eventually happen.
I was
one
about
day.
to say we do go through reading
slumps
slumps together, so that might eventually happen. But what's another like, I don't even know. I think I would really like a why choose for every book because there's just so many tropes that I love and so many like
so many different guys,
so many
like,
different guys and just so many different,
especially when they're all good, and it's like,
yes,
do I need the
like
choose?
I've never read a book where I hated the main male character.
I've read a couple.
I've never
But-
read one yet. I've not read one yet.
There's been a few. I don't remember the titles of them, but they're not like the overall they killed the whole book for me too, with the guy
Yeah.
just being like a turd.
But
But that's
I will
just
say this, women know how to write men.
really true.
Like, period. Like, men who are written by women are just, they're perfect.
They are. It's because they're fantasy.
Yeah.
They're fictional.
But I don't know. I feel like there are some guys in real life that might have like a hint of like a little bit of written by women, but not many.
That's how
And
I
it's
feel.
very rare to find.
It really is. Of course, it takes work for them to go into that. They usually have to go to therapy.
I was about to say, dudes who are like that have normally had years of experience of therapy and, you know, going through the
Or
motions.
emotional availability.
Yeah. Woo!
I'm just calling it all out today.
Yeah, emotional availability is not. That's not found very often either.
You weren't expecting that line, huh?
No, but it's so true.
It really is, because
The men in books are so emotionally intelligent and available. It's so.
and if they're not, they work towards it.
Yes,
They work towards being
they don't
emotionally
have a
available.
problem with expressing their emotions in books, and that is the issue. And let me just say, since it's men's health awareness or men's mental health awareness, it is okay for dudes to express themselves.
Feel what you feel.
Exactly. Like, and say how you feel. And don't just bottle it up.
Don't worry about crying. Cry over things.
Dude,
like, there's...
If I see a guy crying, I'm crying immediately.
Yeah, because usually it's like, okay, if he's crying, like, something's
Like,
really
something
bad's
is
happening.
really wrong, because, like, dudes bottle it up so much, and they shouldn't have to. And
they shouldn't feel like they have to.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel so bad that, like, guys actually feel the need to bottle it up, because I was crying on the way here. Like,
Same. I cried this morning. I woke up, first 10 minutes being awake, I cried.
I just cry a lot, and it's okay to do that. And, like, I think that in books, when dudes show emotion like that, it is so refreshing, because, like, just
I think it's because we also tend to be, like, very emotional. Like, women in general, we're very emotional based. So seeing men actually have emotions is nice and refreshing. It's like, okay, you're not, like, robotic.
Yeah, you're not a robot. You actually do have feelings. But, I mean, like I said...
And we're talking about the good feelings, like sadness.
Yeah.
A lot of people like to show their anger.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, yes, don't feel like you have to bottle it up.
Yeah. Actually, that's a good little topic to have on this episode, because it's the start of June, so...
It's the start of June, and it's bleh. I cannot talk today. Words are not working for me. Men's mental health awareness.
So, it's okay. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel things. It's okay to just be.
It is okay to just be. Like, just, like, to live in the moment and, like, let yourself feel things. And to talk to people about it. Don't feel like you, like...
I feel like this is therapy, low-key, for me.
Same. I look forward to this because I'm like, I can let all of my emotional, like, baggage out. Just like, yeah, no, we're gonna
in
air
the
out
form
some
of
stuff.
a book, of course.
The form of a book. 100%. 100%. Usually, that's usually how my reading goes, is I go with, like, what is the emotional feeling for me right now.
Yeah. That's a good question. What would be your emotional feeling for your book?
Ooh. Definitely like I said, rom-com. Because I always try and look for the happiness and the fun and the lightness in life, because there's so much going on. There's so much, like, happening in the world. And there's so many, like, different, like, whether or not it's affecting you, people are going through it.
Yeah.
In some shape or form, people are going through it. So looking for the best and, like, the happy and the fun and the funny moments too is, like, that would be the feeling. I would want something lighthearted, funny, like, something that's gonna make you laugh.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna need that. Like, that's the vibes that I go for.
I agree. I think mine would also be kind of like a rom-com, but also I love movies that make you think, like, that get deep into your brain and you can't stop thinking about them for days. Because I've watched so many movies like that where I'm like, oh my God. And then you just, like, keep coming across things about it, and it, like, clicks in your brain, like, that's why they acted that way.
Yeah.
That's why they did that. So I like that, but I also really like the rom-com aspect too. So I think it would be like a mixture
Oh yeah.
of both.
It would definitely probably like it. They would have its sad moments, of course, but like because you can't have a comedy without a little bit of sad.
Yeah.
You gotta have something to laugh at.
Yeah.
There's got to be a reason for the happy and the fun,
Yeah.
like a cross country road trip to a funeral. That'd be awful.
Wait, no, that's actually good though.
Like
Because like you could let your emotions like the other person
Mhm.
could be there for your emotions.
yeah, and like they're also going because they're tied to this person. They got an invite, so of course like
Or it was like their high school friend group.
oh
One of them passed
yeah.
away.
Or like they were really close to like this teacher or something. Like this teacher was very influential
Yeah,
in,
like
to them.
grown-ups.
And they unfortunately like passed away, and the whole group is like reconnecting, but you guys live in the same area, so you guys gotta ride together, but you don't get along anymore.
Oh my god, that would be so
We gotta
good.
write this. We gotta rate this
for
now.
real. Oh my gosh, that would be so good.
If you want us to write it, let us know, because
Yeah,
definitely will.
that sounds. It sounds.
Maybe.
I would love to.
Might
read a
take
book
us
like
some
that.
time, but like we could definitely get it to work, and we can even make it a wide choose.
Yeah, for real. Or there could be multiple ones in the series, and
Same.
each one has a different couple.
Oh my gosh, they're all coming from different locations. It's all like a road trip based one, or like
Yeah, or they just like meet up in different locations.
like there's one that there's one couple that's actually in the main like city that's planning the funeral. So
Yeah.
theirs is like they're doing all the planning, they're getting it all together. They have to work together because they live in the town, but everybody else is driving to them.
Yeah.
Or one not necessarily all make them all like road trip ones, but definitely make them kind of all road trippy ones.
Yeah.
One's the main road trip, like the big
Or like one of the couples gets stuck in another like
Snowed in.
city. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, one of them gets snowed in. Yes.
Oh my god, dude, we have to get on this
We
right
got
now.
it right now. We got a series. We got it. That was also one of the reasons why we wanted
Amazon,
to do
pick this up.
Someone, give me ideas. We're spitballing here.
So you said earlier you were talking about a sports. What is okay? So the other night I had the weirdest dream, and it was with this like celebrity that I don't even really know that well because I just watched a show with him in it, and I mean he seems like a decent person, but like he was in my dream, and he was a basketball player, and that got me thinking about the beneath the stands type of thing because like I'm gonna read that one next, and I think that's where it stemmed from because like he was teaching me how to play basketball, and you know like when you're standing there and like the guy is behind you and like the hands on the ball thing. I woke up and
We're talking ghost pottery moment.
Yes!
Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh my
Throw
god!
that into any book. It's an
I
instant
woke
win
up-
for me.
I woke up and I about cried because it
I
wasn't
would be
real.
so upset to wake up. I think that might have been why you cried on the way to here.
Yeah,
like, dang, if I had to wake up from a dream like that, I got you.
Yeah, because I was standing there and he had his hands on my hands on the ball. He was whispering in my ear that I could make the shot, and I was like,
You can't
Oh
see
my
our
God.
physical reactions right now, but oh my gosh, we're fangirling.
I love that trope in sports so much. So I think that would definitely be in a sports book that I
Same.
have because I dreamed it.
100%. Like teaching them, or because like I always, one of my favorite ideas too is like the whole like the enemies to lover trope too. Like there was one a few years ago where one's an ice skater and one's a hockey player.
Oh, I love that
Yes.
trope. Oh
I
my
love
god.
it so much. But my dream one would be probably, oh my gosh, I would want something like I would want something odd, because like not necessarily like odd, but I would want something that's not always done, because I feel like there's tons of like baseball ones, and
Yeah.
everyone can write a baseball one. And like, yes, I do want, like, if I ever do write, I would write a baseball one
Yeah.
eventually. But I would also want to write like a football one too,
Yeah.
because I also feel like I don't find or see a whole lot of football.
There's really not, and
like,
it's
and I mean
sad
American
because
football, not European football.
I love football. Like I used to watch it all the time, and like I enjoyed watching it. I don't so much now, but
I feel like if I wrote one, because I have not seen or really read this trope, outside of like YA, I want to say, I would want a professional cheerleader or like gymnast, someone who like helps, or someone in the band. Like it's a college romance. They're in the they're in the
Yes!
band,
The
marching
band.
band,
Oh my god, yes.
and one's
You
a
don't
star
see that
like
trope very
football
much.
player.
Yes!
Gosh, yes.
Please. Oh my god, yeah, I need that.
But yeah, that would be like the basic premise. I would want something like the something from like the Taylor Swift song, like
Yes. Yeah, no, I like that.
the
I
nerd
would
and the jock trope.
yes.
Oh
I eat that shit
gosh.
up every single time. I love it so much. But yeah, no, mine would definitely probably be basketball. Just because I am basketball, I eat it up. I love it so much. I've not read a basketball romance that I hated, and I've read quite a few actually. They're not even on like anything where I can find them again, I don't think, because they were on Apple Books a long time ago and it was a whole series and I don't remember what it was and I loved it. It was a whole basketball team and each book was like a different couple. And like you said with the my for me, marching band would be so good because I was in marching band and like I you don't see that trope very often in books, especially.
Mm-mm.
It's always like the cheerleader, which I don't mind because I also really
But
love
also,
that.
I don't feel like I've ever read one where it's like like outside of YA where it's like a cheerleader, like a professional cheerleader too.
Yeah,
Like I would also
honestly,
like want one with a professional cheerleader too,
like
because though that is a lot of work too.
yeah, yeah,
Like
for sure. Not knocking it because I know how hard it is, but I
favorite pastime at 3 a.m. is to watch like the lift videos, like people doing cheerleader
dude,
like
I used to be
routines.
obsessed with that
Because
and
I'm
like
like,
Bring It
that could not
On.
be me. That could not be me. That was a lot of work.
The Bring It On franchise
Really.
was oh my god, I love it so much. I what about a book with a male cheerleader and a girl cheerleader? Wait. Because that's like Bring It On.
Oh my gosh,
The
no. He's she's a flyer and he's the guy
yes!
that
The
lives.
bass?
Yes!
Yes! Oh
He's
my
the one that
god.
lives her and like they're the main part, like they're a partnership. Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh my god. Okay, so that's a
One
great
of them is
trope.
new. One of them is like new to the group.
I've never read a book like
I
that.
haven't either. We're gonna write it. We're gonna write it. We're gonna write it. It's
We have
official.
a list now of books we're gonna write.
One of these days, in like 20 years, we'll get to writing it. The ADHD will take over, and God knows we'll probably try and write 4 of them at the same time. We'll at least come up with a plot. We'll at least come up with a plot.
Yeah, but I think that trope would be good too.
It would be so much fun, and it would be so much fun to research and too. 'cause,
Yeah,
like,
or even like marching band, like two people in the
ooh,
marching band.
yeah.
Like because I've never ever seen anybody write like a love story between two marching band geeks.
Like I've seen like of course like the musical trope. You got that rock star or like the musician trope, but I want marching band.
I want hardcore
or like orchestra. Like they're
like,
putting in like
drum line.
like they're putting in work, or like one's color guard and like doing all the fancy baton work or something.
Yes.
Just something.
Oh my god,
Something out of the norm.
that would be. I think there was a TV show that was being made not that long ago about marching band people and like color guard, and I'm like, I have to watch this.
Gotta watch it now.
But I don't even know if it like went anywhere. But oh my god, I would love that trope so much. I've never seen that.
I haven't either. But me too. But yeah, I feel like we've kind of really gone over like what our dream like tropes, especially kind of like summary themed ones, kind of sticking in the realm of like
Yeah.
contemporary.
I mean, we've got off topic a lot, but it's
But
okay.
That was due to happen because this was supposed to be a fun little lighthearted episode anyways, not
A little
whole lot-
chaotic.
a little chaotic like us and the weather. But
Yep. But if you enjoyed this episode, make sure that you are following us and listening to us on all of our socials. And
we will catch you guys next week.
Yep. See you next week.
See ya.
Bye.
Hey, beautiful people. If you enjoyed this episode and want to see more from us, give a like and follow at our socials. And if you want to listen to more, find us on Spotify and YouTube.